This is my 1921 Singer 66-1 in a somewhat rare drawing room cabinet. This is the number 31 cabinet, and this is a nice tiger oak. You often find 66s in some of these drawing room cabinets, along with 15s and others. This happens to be a red eye. Now, what's unique about this cabinet is there were two main designs that Singer used for lifting machines up out of these drawing room cabinets. One has a powerful spring that lifts the machine straight up, and this one here, this 31 that I have, did not have that spring, and it comes out of the machine in a whole different way. The more common way you see machines swing up from laying on their sides up and out of the cabinet. So basically what you look for on the ones with the lift system is this button on the very front of the cabinet. You'll see that if you're looking at the exterior, and then inside you're going to see this big tube, this big black tube, and it has this heavy lifting spring inside of it. While in the number 31 and 32 cabinets, you'll see there's no tube in the back and there's no button on the front. And here I'm going to show you one of these lift system cabinets. There's a button there on the outside, and down inside you'll see that big black tube. And inside there's a very powerful spring that helps lift that machine, that heavy machine, straight up out of the cabinet. And here I'm going to do that. Now you do this by pushing down on the machine to release it, and also pushing on that button in the front at the same time. Now it's unlocked from being held down in the cabinet, and you just guide it up with your hand, and it's not heavy at all to lift it up. That spring does all the work. Now on the other cabinet, this is my 31, you're going to see it different. Lift the lid as you would on any cabinet like this, and there you'll see that it's laying on its side in there, like you'll see most Singer cabinets are kind of designed this way, with this cutout in front. And you lift that cutout and then swing the machine up. And it takes a little more strength to do this because these machines are heavy, so I can see why Singer designed the lift system. And that's the 31 cabinet. And basically what you do with these drawing room cabinets, once you get your machine up and out of the inside of the cabinet, you open these doors in the front, and there's your treadle pedal down there. Pretty standard Singer treadle pedal on most of them. And then on the right side you can access your treadle belt and flywheel and release your belt from there easily. And then they also put a side door on the right where you can go in and maintain your treadle mechanism with oiling and cleaning, and your belt. On the left side, most of them will have a drawer. This one has one on top, and this one has a nice little shelf in it that lifts up and keeps your bobbins and your attachments on that for easy access up on top. And then this covered door in the front on this model has a bunch of other drawers behind it. Sometimes these drawers do not have that covered door on other models of this thing. So basically setting up to treadle. Now I like to treadle in my socks, and some people like to treadle barefoot. Well, that cold iron treadle pedal can get kind of uncomfortable. So what I do is I make these treadle pads so I can treadle comfortably in my socks. And I just use old scraps and orphan blocks. And on the underside, I have some of that non-skid shelving you can get in rolls that helps hold this pad in place while I'm treadling. It works quite well. So I'm going to do some sewing here. I'm working on my project, my 365 challenge. where I make a different block every day, and I'm going through a variety of my different machines throughout the year here. And this is my number 9 machine. Wanted you to hear it running. The 66s are very good, reliable, solid sewers, and it's a straight stitch only. This particular model does not have reverse. Some of the later models of a 66 do have reverse on them. This one does not. But this project has been a lot of fun. I do a different block every day, and I use these different machines. I'm doing about 10 or 11 blocks per each different machine I have. So I'll be doing this, hopefully I'll keep up with it for the whole year, and get through using a number of my machines that I don't tend to use often. Now this machine, when I got it, whenever I get a new machine, I will clean it up and test it out and make sure it's working well and is in good shape. This one I did the same with a number of years ago, and I really hadn't used it at all for a project, so this is fun to use this one, and it's just a good old standard 66. Happens to be a back clamp machine, meaning that the attachments screw on and sit on the back of the presser bar instead of on the side. You'll see that in a number of the older Singers 66s, a side versus back clamp. This is certainly not the quietest machine I have, but it's really not bad. It probably sounds louder in the video than it actually is when you're sewing. But it treadles really nicely, and I can easily start and stop sewing without grabbing the hand wheel every time. It's a nice treadle cabinet. So here's my little finished March 30th block. I just wanted to show you this unique cabinet because you won't see these very often. I've seen very few of them. Drawing room cabinets are not common in general, but this one's even less common than the ones with the list system. Again, this is my 1921 Singer 66-1 in a number 31 cabinet.